Hello. Um, so I, like many people, enjoy me some Spider-Man. I'm sure you enjoy some Spider-Man with the hyphen. And recently, the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer came out, which is a movie that everybody's been very, very, very excited for, with the promise that we're gonna have this street level, down to earth Spider-Man who's not really connected to like the Avengers and Iron Man as much, which is like a critique that a lot of people, including me, had about the home trilogy. Too much Iron Man. So today I'm gonna watch the trailer again. I've seen it like fucking 8 times, and we're gonna go through it. I'm just gonna tell you everything I like. I'm gonna tell you every choice that I like, even the ones I don't like. We're just gonna talk about the trailer just because it looks fucking dope. Um, I'm not showing you my face. I just don't like how my face looks like on video. So, and I have to edit this. So you deal with that. Let's go. First 2 seconds. I just like this shot. I also this is a problem people seem to have the color grading. I do film, so I get to look at a lot of shots from a lot of different movies, and I really love this shot. I think it's the color. I think it's the contrast as well. Um, I don't know. It just looks like something I'd see in a Spider-Man comic book, which I like.
I can't believe our first hit MIT! MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
Now, let's go. Let's back a bit. This shot, people have been saying looks a little bit dodgy. The movie's not out yet. I mean, they edit shit all the time. They change things for trailers, or sometimes trailers are made when the film is still in an unfinished state. Um, Cosmonaut Marcus always said that he doesn't review or like give opinions on movies that don't exist yet, and technically this movie doesn't exist yet. I can assume only a few people have really seen it. Um, but yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
I can't.
I knew it!
Next up, the mask isn't nanotech. People hate nanotech masks. I hate nanotech masks if it's a character who doesn't need nanotech. Um, Everybody seems to really like that. Also, I just want to mention I'm watching this on uploaded by the PlayStation YouTube channel, which is really funny. Um, People seem to also love, and I do too. I fucking live for it. Is that Peter is depressed? We need more depressed Spider-Man. Also, just another cool shot. We're about to get to another cool shot. This one inside of the eyes. It's just really unique. I feel like for Iron Man, it was really kind of one thing that was unique to that character is having those shots inside the mask. I feel like we don't get that with anybody else. And I don't know. It's just a really pretty shot.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was...
This motherfucker is poor. And I know, because I'm poor, and I know what that looks like. And I think that in the first movie, in the first film, he lives relatively comfortably. Maybe he's a little bit poor. He's getting by. But he also has endorsement from like the richest guy on the planet. Second movie no longer has that endorsement, but he's also going on a European field trip with his school, so maybe they can afford a little bit more. And he probably got money when Iron Man died. Let's be serious. Third movie, he lives in Happy's apartment, which is huge. So let's give a big hooray to Spider-Man living in a shitty flat in New York.
was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
This the kind of shit I be doing when I play the Spider-Man video games, and I think having shit like this, just him kind of moving, it's the one thing that's crazy about Spider-Man that the way he traverses and gets around is iconic. Everybody wants to do what he does. I want to fucking swing from. I hate like I hate like boat rides at carnivals and shit like that. I hate doing the giant swing on like my or Orient residential trip in primary school, and even I would want to swing like fucking Spider Man. Just having shots of it is great, and I think it's also cool because we don't really get a lot of him doing that. He swings plenty, but you got to think about the fact that Queens isn't like a big built-up area like Manhattan is, and that's most of where the first film is set. Then he's in a lot of different places, and nowhere is as like dense and covered in high rises as New York City. So kind of finally having that is really sick.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself.
Now, I haven't seen The Punisher show. I've watched 2 episodes of Daredevil. But I like the idea of having Punisher and Spider-Man know each other. I love street level, man. I think that's why people are so into the idea of him kind of being in that kind of community, if you know what I mean. Him knowing people like Daredevil and the Punisher and maybe Iron Fist at some point and Luke Cage and White Tiger is in the MCU now as well. Sick. It's just really nice, and I like the dynamic. Yeah.
Mother.
Go home!
And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening?
That last kind of bit about Mary Jane, also really cool. If you don't know, the ending of No Way Home it pays homage to the comic book One More Day, in which Spider-Man has to make a deal with the devil Mephisto to get his Aunt May back in exchange for his marriage to Mary Jane. Now, this isn't like quite as severe. They've only been dating for what, like 2 years, maybe? So it's like not as severe, but it is kind of the same thing. And after that, she mysteriously hates him, and then relationship has basically never been the same in comic books. So I think having him pine for her and her maybe having a more active role in the story, and we know why. Like, when you read Brand New Day, like the comic book, which is based on, and J. Michael Straczynski on the character, it's never really made privy to you why Mary Jane hates Peter at the beginning. You just kind of have to accept it. Like, it rewrites reality such that it's not just that they don't know him anymore, they'll just have completely different relationships. But I think them completely being wiped of Peter's existence is actually better than that. And it makes more sense to me. I like it a lot. Spider Totems. It's Spider Totems. I want it to be Spider Totems. Spider Totems. I want the Spider Queen involved. I wish we could have Ezekiel Sims, but he was in a movie recently that people didn't very much like. But Spider Totems. I think it'll be really cool. Get Anya Corazon in there.
Oh, God!
Big up the MCU muscle shot.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was?
Hulk being in this movie. I don't care, really. I don't. Well, people are either really excited for it or they really hate it and they just want it to be Peter, but I don't know. I think it's like it's the same as a comic book. I feel like there is no true standalone in a shared universe. And I think he's like the perfect person to go to for this crazy shit. Like, maybe when you play a Spider-Man video game or you read a Spider-Man comic, like Spider Island. Spider Island's really cool. And you wonder, where are the Avengers? And the Avengers do show up in that book. And then it makes sense. You're like, they're also here. This is a massive issue. But like when you play Spider-Man 2 and all of New York City is being venomized and the Avengers, Fantastic Four and the X-Men are nowhere to be found, you're a bit confused, aren't you? So I think that having Hulk here or having the Punisher, people might complain. Maybe they want it to be just Spider-Man. We only want Spider-Man. It is asinine and kind of stupid.
15 days.
The heightened spider sense is really cool. I think playing with the spider sense, because it's so abstract and it's often just around his head, like when it's drawn, you can have a lot of fun with that in film, like either with sight or sound or just like the way he reacts to things is really cool.
It's mutating. It would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles.
Keith David Lizard. People really want that to be Keith David, and people really want him to be the Lizard.
When between cycles,
And I like it. I forgot to say that. I think that'd be kind of fucking sick, dude.
it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see.
Then we have the mysterious villain, which is probably Sadie Sink, which is probably Jean Grey. I think, I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not too familiar with X-Men comics that much. I know that Jean Grey doesn't really have a villain backstory though. So, but I think creative liberties in the MCU are one of the things that make it really unique. And I think Spider-Man hasn't suffered, but he's experienced a lot of changes in adaptation, especially in the MCU, which have made his story, his supporting cast, and his kind of pocket within the MCU more interesting. Like his best friend being Ned Leeds and being kind of like a Genki Lee surrogate. I like that. I like the kind of MJ plot twist reveal at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming. I didn't know she was going to be such a big thing. Like, when I saw Homecoming, I was like, I know Liz Allen. Maybe Gwen Stacy's going to be in it. Oh, I wonder about MJ. And I think, like, changing what MJ traditionally is understood to look like or be, being this kind of feisty redhead, into Zendaya, and then having her act in a way where she's kind of a nerd and like nobody really likes her, I like it. I think it's really cool, and they do something similar in the Ultimate Comics where she's quite different. But like changing things to make the story more interesting and avoid a true adaptation, I think I'd always prefer rather than just translating something I saw in the comics to like real life, because that's uninteresting. If they changed nothing about Invincible, people probably wouldn't like it as much as they do. I think they add a lot of things in that show which make it more intriguing and kind of easy for people to watch.
Stay out of my way.
Scorpion, it's pretty cool. I do wonder what his backstory is though, because the Scorpion in Spider-Man comic books is hired by J. Jonah Jameson, I believe, to go and hunt him down, but he goes insane because of the technology that makes him the Scorpion. And I think it'd be really interesting if it was that, because it'd give J. Jonah like a bigger role in this. He's never going to be what he was in the Sam Raimi trilogy. He's never going to be that. That was perfect. That was possibly one of my favourite things about those movies, next to the first one being the best one and Spider-Man 2 being overrated. Yeah, I do wonder what his dealio is.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through,
It's fucking Rogue!
it amounts
Oh, the comic cover recreations are really cool. I don't even think these are gonna be real shots in the movie, to be honest. I think they're purely promotional. Or maybe they'll appear in like a sizzle reel montage at the beginning of the movie. I don't think they're gonna be like full scenes. I like them. I like Boomerang.
to a kind of
And Tarantula. Yeah, it's Tarantula. He's got the feet. Also, the Hand is another thing. I don't know fuck shit about the Hand, really. I've never read like a Daredevil comic or Elektra or anything like that. But the Hand are gonna be in this movie, and I don't know what their dealio is either. But I don't know. Spider-Man fighting ninjas in prison, what looks like prison, sick. shot where everyone says that this area over here is where Daredevil is, and they've cut it out, or it might just be negative space. It's a fucking movie. I don't know. I think it'd be cool if Daredevil was in the movie for a little bit. I don't want him to be like super duper important to it. Like, I don't think Hulk is gonna be in the whole movie. I don't even think the Hulk is gonna be in the movie. I think it's just gonna be Dr. Bruce Banner.
Rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
That's funny. It's like Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Anyway, I'm gonna see this movie a million times. I like Spider-Man, and you probably do too. Have a nice day.